What's going on, you guys? It's your girl D here with 8th House Energy, and I'm here to bring you your North Node and Virgo reading. This is the first video of this series that I'm doing. I just started doing the North Node videos. It took me a little bit of time to do those because I didn't see too many readers doing them just specifically for the North Node. And I feel like the North Node is very important to understand in reference to understanding your destiny and why you're here in this lifetime. And that, you know, as long as you follow the traits and the characteristics of your North Node, you will be spiritually satisfying your karma in this lifetime, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at what could be holding you back from reaching your destiny, your karmic destiny. Because we're all here for a reason, of course. So we're going to look at the North Node in Virgo. Now, this is going to be a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every North Node in Virgo, but take what resonates, leave the rest. If you need a personal reading or you want this reading done for you exclusively, which would be more in depth because we're going to be looking at, you know, what other planets are aspecting your North and South Node, feel free to reach out to me. My information is in the box below the video. So we're looking at your North Node in Virgo, South Node in Pisces. So North Node in Virgo. Virgo is the energy of, well, we know what your North Node is, right? North Node is, you know, what is your purpose here in this world? You know, why were you brought back into this world? Why were you reincarnated? You were reincarnated to go towards a certain goal. That goal is your North Node, right? Your South Node is the opposite of that, which is the energies or the characteristics that you've mastered in a past life. And that past life could include your childhood. A lot of people don't look at your childhood as a past life, but it is. It is a past life of yours in this 3D realm, in this life that we're in right now. But we're also talking about past lives from other lives that you've lived, right? So these are characteristics. The South Node is the characteristics that you've mastered in past lives and or in childhood. And so now what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to either use the energies of that you've mastered in the South Node to help you to go towards your destiny, which is your North Node, or you're supposed to let go of some of those negative traits of your South Node that could be hindering you from moving towards your destiny, which is your North Node, okay? So let's get some cards out. So when we're talking about Virgo, the North Node in Virgo, the South Node in Pisces. So in your past life, Pisces, as a Pisces South Node, you were in circumstances and situations where Pisces is the energy of accepting what is, accepting what will be. Understanding that, you know, there is an energy of, okay, I understand your perspective, but then there's another perspective, and I understand that as well. Pisces can be an energy of indecisiveness because of that, because it sees all views of things, because it's like the closest state to godlike state, so to speak. And so, you know, of course, God accepts all things, understands the purpose of all things. So the Pisces energy is the state of mind that is closest to that in reference to our psyche. So if you come from a past life with Pisces or heavily Pisces placements, you may have been in situations where you have been in a state of indecision. You know how you look at the symbol of Pisces with the two fish, you know, you always have one fish going one way and then you'll have the other fish going the other way. It's always like this. It's never two fish going this way or never two fish going any other direction. It's always the fish going the opposite. One fish is this way, one fish is the other. Because that middle area where the fish are, that is the middle area of, okay, I don't know if I should take this side because I see the truth in this side, or I don't know if I should take that side because I see the truth in that side. So I see the truth in this side, I see the truth in that side, but I don't want to make a decision. This is why Pisces is a mutable energy, because it can see both sides of things. And it can be to the point where you've not made any decisions, you've gotten stuck in that middle energy. And that could be what's going on in this lifetime. It's like you're not making decisions about things because you see the perspective in everything. And so in this lifetime, you would need to move towards looking at why a particular decision would be best for you. Okay, coming out of a state of stagnancy and not making decisions. And so moving towards your Virgo North Node energy, what Virgo does is Virgo looks at, okay, well, what's wrong with the situation? And let's try to break it down so that I can fix it. That's how Virgo, the psyche of Virgo is to a certain extent. It's like, okay, let's see how this operates. Like Virgo will see this card. It's like, okay, what is this made of? What's this material that it's made of? How is this material made? That type of thing. Like it'll see a piece of, it's like the equivalent of looking at a phone. Let's break this phone down. Let's take this phone. Let's break it down. Let's see how it works. So Virgo wants to break things down to see how it works. Where Pisces is like, I don't need to break it down. I know that it works. And I'm cool with that. I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be in a position where if you're going towards your North Node, you're going to be put in positions where you are going to have to make a decision about something. You are going to have to look at something and why it works versus why it doesn't, and opposed to just being in your Piscean energy of, okay, this is how it works. Okay, it works that way. It works that way. I don't need to know the mechanics of it. I don't need to know why it does that. I can accept it for what it is. Where Virgo energy is more so, okay, why is it the way it is though? So with that being said, we have the High Priestess energy, your Piscean energy, okay? Major Arcana here. So, this is understanding, how can I say this? With the Piscean energy of the High Priestess is an energy of, it's like knowing and understanding without judging, so to speak. This is why Pisces sometimes gets the bad rap of being like two-faced. Like a lot of mutable signs, they get the bad rap of being two-faced. It's not that they're not. It's just that there's more than one angle to things. And specifically with Pisces, it's like I can accept you. Like a Pisces person, like you can have two people who are fighting. And a Pisces could be their friend, right? And the friend in the middle. The Pisces will still be comfortable hanging out with this person over here and hanging out with this person over here. But these two people may be like, yo, Pisces, why are you hanging out with such and such? And you're like, yo, that's y'all beef. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying? I like you. I like hanging out with you. And I like such and such, and I like hanging out with such and such. Now, I understand if I can't hang out with both of you at the same time. I get it. But I'm still going to hang out with you guys. You guys are still cool with me. I understand your perspective of the situation. I understand theirs. But it has nothing to do with me. Where Virgo would be like, okay, the Virgo in the middle has two friends who are fighting. The Virgo is going to be like, look, let me figure out what's wrong with the situation on your point of view. And then Virgo will look at the other person's point of view. Let me figure out what's going on your point of view. And Virgo will try to fix it. So Pisces, the South Node, you're coming out of the energy of just letting things be and not making a decision to looking at what needs to be done and how it needs to be resolved so that you can resolve it. Okay. So with the High Priestess energy, this is an energy of you, having that knowledge within you and using it to your benefit is what I'm feeling here. So we have the Queen of Wands energy, which is Aries. We have the Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius. We have the Five of Swords in reverse, which is Aquarius. We have the Four of Wands in reverse, which is Aries. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which is Virgo. All right, so we got Virgo and we got your opposite polarity of Pisces here. So with this situation here, I feel like, the High Priestess energy, this could be you not taking a side. This is you just sitting here. You see how she has something here in her hand and then something here in her hand balanced evenly, and she's in the middle. It's like, again, the Pisces energy is like, okay, I see the perspective of this. I see the perspective of this. I feel like with that card here, it's like, okay, wonder what this symbol is. I'll zone out on that all day. Let me get to this. So with the Queen of Wands energy, the current situation is somebody in a position here where Aries is all about let's do it. Let's take charge. Let's take control. So the queens represent your emotions and feelings, how you feel on the inside, whether you're a man or a woman. All right, that's feminine energy. So your emotional part of you, the feelings and emotions within you are in a mode of Aries, wanting to take charge. Okay. The challenge here with the Sagittarius energy is thinking things through, making the right decision, choosing wisely. with the Sagittarius energy. It's choosing wisely, taking the risk as well. So, you know, you don't want to be in a position where you make the wrong choice. You jump in too quickly. You definitely want to take action, but you want to make sure that you're making the right choice and that you're not just jumping in without doing, you know, your due diligence or your research or finding out everything you need to find out. Your guides, ancestors, guardian angels want you to keep in mind the Five of Swords energy in reverse. So this is an energy of coming out of indecisiveness is what I feel like here. Because this is all about action here, these two top cards. So coming out of an energy of indecisiveness. Now this could be with you and a decision that you need to make. Or this could be, you know, maybe you, there's an external opposing situation in the form of a person, place, or thing that you have to make a decision about. But where your head is at is with the Four of Wands energy in reverse. So this is Aries energy as well, but it's in reverse. It's in action in some way, shape, or form. I feel like, again, this is you not wanting to put yourself in a position where you jump in too soon and it creates a situation here where it creates disaster. You get too overly excited about something and jump in, and it puts you in a position where you're not happy about what happened. The outcome here is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This is the Virgo energy. So the outcome here could be that if you don't come out of this decision, out of this indecision, what could happen is it'll be a position, you'll be in a position where you didn't analyze things. You didn't take a look to see what side you needed to take. You didn't break things down to say, okay, well, here's this perspective on things. How is this going to work? And look at the analytics of how it's going to work versus the other side of the situation, breaking it down, trying to figure out, okay, well, how is that going to work? And then, okay, we can fix everything. So somebody is definitely here in a position where they want to take action, but they want to make sure that on their journey of taking action that I feel like somebody wants to get something done quickly, but they want to be wise in the decision. Somebody may want to travel or relocate. Somebody may be thinking about moving, okay? So the challenge is you may want to move quickly, okay? Maybe you want to move overseas. Maybe you want to sell your home. That could be for some of you. You may want to sell your home. But you are in the midst of deciding on what makes sense. You know, what you want to do. So you're in that Piscean state of just floating in between. Right? You could be investigating. So you're going to have to tap into your Virgo energy. You're going to go into your North Node. And you're going to have to say, okay, let's examine this side and see, you know, what happens and how it works. And then let's examine this side and see what happens and how it works. And then we'll break it down and figure out which one would be the best course of action and then move forward. Because you're in your head right now with the Five of Swords energy. You're not sure what to do. And so your guides are telling you need to come out of that. And so the only way for you to come out of that and not rush into anything without doing your research with the Knight of Pentacle energy in reverse, because that's Virgo energy and that's Piscean energy right there. Because this is Virgo. When it's upright, it's Virgo to me. When it's in reverse, it's the opposite polarity, which is Pisces. You don't have a plan. When it's upright, you have a plan. The Knight of Pentacles plans things out. He stops and he analyzes things, and he said, like I just said, he looks at, okay, well, these are our options. Well, let's break it down and see how these options will actually work, if they're really idealistic. You know, does it make sense to do it? And the only way to figure that would be to crunch the numbers, so to speak, or to break things down. How is this? Okay, so if we go this route, what's involved with that? We have to do this, then we have to do that, then we have to do this, then we have to do that. Okay, how long is it going to take to do all of this? What's involved in getting each step done? That's Virgo, right? That's the Knight of Pentacles. This is why the Knight of Pentacles is known as the slowest moving Knight of the deck. In reverse here, he's not planning anything. In reverse, he's in his opposite polarity, which is Pisces energy. Not making a decision. Okay? And so this is what the universe is telling you right here with this card here. With the Five of Swords in reverse. You have to come out of this energy of indecision. Because this is like a no-win situation. That's that energy that I was telling you where it's like the state of Pisces. It's like right in the middle. It's like I'm not going to go this way. I'm not going to go that way. The fish is just I'm going to stay right here. This is what that Five of Swords energy in reverse is about. Not doing anything. You damned if you do, you damned if you don't. That's the Five of Swords energy in reverse. When it's upright, it's like at least you're trying. Okay, but when it's in reverse, it's like you tried and you can't win, or you didn't try and that's why you didn't win. It's one or the other. So the universe is telling you that. So where your head is at with the Four of Wands energy in reverse, I feel like you want to make a move. You're not happy where you are. You're not feeling where you are. It doesn't feel stable or secure for you. Okay? With the Aries energy in reverse. It's like there's something that's keeping you from moving. And so I feel like it's a lack of planning. So you may have the idea of like, yeah, I want to move, but you're not doing anything to figure out what's going to be the best move for you. So this is why you have to come out of your South Node Pisces energy of, yeah, you know, I want to move. I could move here. I could move there. It don't matter. But what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to use that Piscean energy or come up out of it, so to speak, and go more towards your North Node Virgo. Like, okay, if I move here, this is what's involved. If I move there, this is what's involved. Which one is going to work best for me? And so I feel like that's what some of you are dealing with. And it doesn't have to actually be physically moving, but it could just be coming out of a stagnant situation in order to make forward movement. Like you have to do something. You have to take a side in some way, shape, or form. So there's the High Priestess energy. There's the Nine of Swords. So there's you confused about the situation, not sure what to do. Not sure which side to take or which road to take, okay? Being bothered by the concern itself. This is Gemini energy. So it's like you have all these thoughts. I could do it this way. I could do it that way. Because remember, Gemini is all about the thoughts, the ideas that you come up with. So it could be this. It could be that. It could be this. It could be that. It could be that. So you're driving yourself crazy with all these, what it could be or what you should do or what you could do, right? But it's keeping you stagnant. With the Fool energy in reverse, you're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything, okay? And that's a concern. That's Uranus energy, Uranus in retrograde, right? So Uranus is in retrograde in the house of Taurus. Taurus could talk about your stability, you know, as far as where you live. So for some of you, like I said, this is about moving. That's for some of you. But you're not doing anything. You're not moving. You're hesitant in taking a risk. Yeah, see, now we have the Aquarius energy of the star. So we got two major arcana of Aquarius here. So this one represents stagnancy and not moving because it's in reverse. And this one represents forward movement. Because Aquarius is all about moving forward and future planning. Planning for the future. Planning for the long term. So you have to come out of this state of not having any plans put together. Tap into your opposite energy, which is your North Node. And put a plan in place so that you can have forward movement. Okay? And then we have the Death energy. So yeah, so what's going to happen is it'll be death to one decision or one ideology or one state of mind or place of living. And then it'll be a rebirth so that you'll be able to go to the new place. So you're basically putting death to the stagnancy of making a decision. Should I do this? Should I do that? All right. So this is what I got for you, Virgo, for your North Node in Virgo reading. Now, you can be very, you know, with your North Node, you want to be careful not to be too analytical and too picky. You do have to make a decision. So it's very important that you don't get too caught up in, okay, breaking down the details. Because, you know, Virgo is all about, okay, well, let's see how we can fix this. Break this down, break this down, break this down. And you may get so caught up in your North Node energy that you may have to tap into your South Node energy and say, hey. Because Pisces is like, yo, we don't got to look at all of that. Virgo is like, yes, we do. So you're going to have to find that balance. Okay? So even if you are having to break down the situation and put a plan in place, don't get so caught up in the details that you get to the point where you're at this stagnant energy again, where you're not doing anything. So you just have to come out of that energy where you're stagnant so that you can actually have forward movement and so you can have death and a new beginning in that area of life. All right, so we're going to go to the extended and I'm going to clarify these cards a little bit more. I'm going to pull a few more so we can get into specifics to find out what exactly the situation is for some of you. Because like I said, for some of you, it's about moving. For others of you, it could be something different, but it's like you have to make a decision. And in order for you to make the decision, you have to put a plan in place. You have to understand where all the moving parts are in a situation so that you can understand how they'll work and function and which will be best for you. And then you're going to make a decision so that you can move from one state to the other. We are in Scorpio season. Scorpio season is all about transition. Okay, it's all about death and rebirth. It's all about the psychological ramifications of making a decision. Right? Going from the old way of things to the new way of things. So this is what it is that you're dealing with right now. So with that being said, we'll go to the extended. The link's going to be in the box below. If this resonated in any way, shape, or form, please let me know in the comments. If you, or someone you know, okay? But this again for North Node in Virgo. The link to the extended is in the box below. Guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. The algorithm is a little crazy with YouTube right now. A lot of people are telling me they can't find me. They're subscribed to my channel, but they don't see my posts. I post every week. All right. So just come back and check on me every week. See what's going on. So with that being said, if you need a reading, my information is in the box below. Like I said, with the North Node readings, these are going to be very general. But when we look at your chart, when we do a private reading, we look at any other aspects that are any other planets that are aspecting your North Node and South Node that may have a further hindrance or a further, can give you further help in, doing what you need to do as far as going towards your North Node energy, based on what area of your chart you have your North Node in. All right. So with that being said, we'll go to the extended. I love you guys. The link's in the box below. Hopefully I'll see you there. If not, I'll see you in the next North Node and Virgo reading that I do next month. Take care.